Most business owners I chat with say the same thing. They have plenty to say, but they're trapped on this endless content treadmill. New ideas, new posts, new videos over and over, and it burns you out. The smarter folks I know solved it by making one piece of content work for them everywhere. The trick? A video-first approach. And honestly, a video podcast is the easiest way to do it. Today, I'm going to walk you through a repeatable system to launch, record, edit, and repurpose a video podcast, so one episode actually fuels a month's worth of content. Stick with me to the end. I'll share tools, hacks, and how modern technology can remove most of the grunt work so you can focus on the conversation, not the kitchen sink editing tasks. First off, is a video podcast even right for you? Not every business needs one. But if your business depends on trust, authority, or relationships, it's a game changer. If clients need to see you as the expert, talking to the camera builds credibility faster than most formats. If networking and referrals are part of your growth, interviewing partners and industry people opens doors. And if your business depends on education, teaching your audience, a video podcast simplifies your entire strategy. Long-form content that naturally becomes short-form assets, blogs, email newsletters, and more. So if you rely on expertise, connections, or content marketing, a video podcast isn't just content. It's a compounding marketing system. Next, pick a format. Before you hit record, decide how you want to structure episodes. 4 formats tend to work best. Solo, thought leadership episodes where you teach, answer FAQs, or break down trends, guest interviews to tap into other audiences and build relationships, co-hosted conversations or panels if you thrive off back-and-forth energy, and referral partner interviews focused on building leads and alliances. Don't overthink it. Start with one, test it out, and switch if it doesn't stick. Now let's talk setup. Getting a clean, professional-looking podcast without needing a TV studio. Essentials: a good camera, decent lighting, and clean audio. If you're on a laptop, a proper webcam is a reliable choice. Set it at eye level for natural framing. Lighting matters more than most people expect. A simple key light will dramatically improve the look. And audio is the real MVP. Bad sound kills engagement. Affordable mics give you noticeably better audio without a crazy price tag. I'll link gear recommendations in the description so you can copy the setup if you want. For recording, you've got a couple of routes. A booked studio gives you polish, but remote recording tools have improved a ton. Folks often default to video conferencing for interviews, but it compresses video and audio. The result is grainy and harder to edit. A dedicated remote recording platform is a better option for remote sessions. It records separate tracks, supports high-resolution video, and gives cleaner source files for editing. That said, these tools can add cost and you still face the editing step afterward. This is where tool choices start to shape your real workflow, and why choosing the right repurposing tool matters. Once you've recorded, editing and publishing can feel like a mountain. The goal is to make episodes look and sound clean without spending forever. Recording platforms actually include some AI-assisted editing, cutting awkward pauses and balancing audio, which speeds things up. Another neat option transcribes and lets you edit by deleting words and text, and it cuts the audio, video to match. Super handy. But here's the thing, even with these tools, turning one long episode into dozens of polished social clips and blog drafts still takes extra steps and time. That's where an optimized repurposing workflow pays off. Let's talk distribution. You'll want the audio version hosted so people can listen anywhere. A solid podcast host distributes to all major platforms and gives you analytics. But many hosts focus primarily on audio. If you want to treat the video as a first-class asset, you need to also publish a full episode on YouTube. Uploading it there as a podcast series and adding it to a dedicated playlist helps discoverability. YouTube treats series differently, and that can help with recommendations. So far, so good, but most people stop after they hit publish. That's the missed opportunity. One video episode can be a content machine if you intentionally break it down and repurpose it. First step, short-form videos. Pull the best moments, the one-liners, the aha moments, the emotional or controversial pieces, and turn them into vertical clips for TikTok, Reels, LinkedIn, and YouTube Shorts. Some AI tools try to automate this. They scan a long video and produce short captioned clips. They can be helpful, but they often need manual oversight, and they're usually just clip generators. They don't always handle scheduling, platform-specific formatting, or content calendar management. That's where a tool that streamlines this changes the game. Its strength is that it doesn't just spit out clips and leave you to juggle everything else. Its auto-editing finds the viral moments in your long videos and turns them into ready-to-post clips. Captions, jump cuts, thumbnails, and all. Then, its auto-schedule feature takes your chosen posting frequency and queues content across platforms so you don't have to babysit the calendar. The built-in content calendar means you can manage, tweak, and publish from a single place. Compared to using an external clip tool and a separate scheduler for distribution, An integrated system blends the steps together. That's one less tool to sign into and one less source of friction. Another huge repurposing win is the transcript. If you recorded remotely, you likely have an automatic transcript, which is perfect source material. Turn it into a blog post, a LinkedIn article, or an email. Feed the transcript to an editor or an AI writing tool to create polished written pieces. One tool helps with transcript-based edits, but when you're juggling multiple platforms, the pipeline becomes messy. An integrated system helps by centralizing clip creation and offering export options and templates so that the same content piece is quickly reshaped for multiple channels. Finally, distribution automation. Third-party scheduling tools are convenient for social scheduling, but they're additional subscriptions and another place to manage content. If you're clip creation and scheduling live in different apps, you introduce friction and human error. The integrated content calendar and auto-scheduling reduce that complexity. Create the clips, let the system decide the best posting cadence based on your settings, and it automatically fills the calendar. You can still review and adjust, but most of the repetitive scheduling work is handled for you. To summarize the flow, decide if a video podcast fits your business, pick a format, record, edit smartly, publish audio, upload full video, then repurpose. This last step is where most people stall. But if you use a tool that both auto-edits and auto-schedules, plus gives you a content calendar, you'll turn a single episode into weeks of traffic-driving posts without burning out. Look, I'm not saying every tool out there is useless. Remote recording and transcript editing platforms are excellent at what they do. High-quality recording and transcript-based editing. Clip extraction tools are useful at extracting clips. Podcast distribution services handle audio hosting well. Social scheduling platforms are fine for managing posts. But the downside of stitching a half dozen different apps together is the time and coordination cost. You spend as much time moving files between services as you do creating content. That's exactly the friction a streamlined system aims to remove. It merges the clip discovery, formatting, and scheduling into one pipeline, which matters if you're trying to scale content without hiring a full-time editor. So what part should I dive deeper into next? Want a deep dive on recording remote interviews without losing quality? Want a step-by-step walkthrough of how the system scans and pulls viral moments? Or do you want a tutorial on turning a transcript into a long-form SEO blog that actually ranks? Drop a comment and tell me which piece you want unpacked. If this was useful, hit subscribe for more video marketing and repurposing strategies. Check the description for links to the tools I mentioned, including discounts and trial links, and I'll see you in the next one.